Deep beneath the waves, where the sunlight dances in fractured patterns, lived a mermaid named Coralia. But unlike her sisters who were content with their shimmering tails and the ocean's gentle lullaby, Coralia was restless. Her heart didn't sing with the whales. It yearned for something more, something fiery. She didn't dream of pearl castles, but of volcanoes, of sparks, of the raw, untamed power of fire she'd only heard about in hushed whispers from old sea turtles who had seen the world above. Coralia would spend her days collecting volcanic rocks from the deep sea vents, feeling their residual warmth against her cool skin. Imagine, she'd say to her seahorse Finny, imagine feet, not fins, but feet. And not just any feet, but feet made of pure dancing fire. Feet that could walk on the ocean floor and leave a trail of light. Feet that could warm the coldest currents. Finny would just nuzzle her, his tiny fins fluttering with concern. The other merfolk thought she was peculiar. Fire is for the landwalkers, they'd scoff. It's a destroyer. It cannot exist where we live, but Coralia's desire only grew stronger. She began to neglect her duties, her beautiful sea kelp gardens withered, and the songs she once sang became melancholic sighs. One day, a traveling moray eel, known for his dealings in forbidden magic, slithered into her grotto. He had eyes like obsidian beads and a voice that sounded like shifting sand. "I hear," he hissed, "that you seek what is impossible. You wish to tame the flame in a world of water." Coralia's heart leaped. "Can you do it? Can you give me feet of fire?" The moray eel smiled, a chilling sight. "Everything has a price, little mermaid. The sea grants power, but it demands balance. To bring fire into the water, you must give up what makes you of the water." He circled her slowly. "Your voice. The voice that can calm the kraken and charm the dolphins. Give it to me, and you will have the fiery feet you so desperately crave. But be warned, fire is a wild thing. It does not belong here." The warning was a distant echo against the roar of her ambition. The thought of walking, of blazing a path of her own making consumed her. Her voice? What good was a beautiful voice if her soul felt trapped and cold? With a determined nod, she agreed. The eel produced a potion swirling with black ink and shimmering embers. As Coralia drank it, a searing pain shot through her. She couldn't even scream as her voice was pulled from her throat, a silver thread of sound that vanished into the eel's grasp. Then the transformation began. Her beautiful aquamarine tail split and contorted. The scales melted away, replaced by something solid, something new. 2 legs formed, and at their ends, feet. But they weren't made of flesh. They were made of living, breathing flames, licking and curling with impossible heat. They didn't burn her, but they cast an eerie, flickering orange glow that warped the water around them. Coralia took her first step. A cloud of steam erupted from the sandy floor. She laughed, a silent, voiceless laugh, as she walked, leaving a trail of hissing bubbles and scorched sand in her wake. She was magnificent. She was powerful. She danced, and the water around her boiled. She ran, and the fish scattered in terror, their scales singed by her passing. For a while it was everything she had ever dreamed of. She was unique, a beacon of warmth in the cool blue world. But the dream quickly soured into a nightmare. The fire that made her powerful also made her an outcast. The other merfolk fled from her. Her friends, once so close, now looked at her with fear. She tried to approach her sister, but the heat from her feet wilted the delicate anemones in her sister's hair. She tried to play with the young dolphins, but they cried out in pain as the water around her became too hot. Even her loyal seahorse, Finny, couldn't come near her without the water around him starting to simmer. She was utterly alone. The warmth she craved had become a prison of isolation. She would wander the deepest, darkest trenches, where no life could be bothered by her heat. The fiery glow that once filled her with pride now only illuminated her solitude. She couldn't sing her sorrow away. She couldn't call out for help. She could only walk, leaving a barren trail on the seabed, a constant reminder of her devastating choice. One day, she found an ancient grotto lined with reflective crystals. As she stepped inside, she saw her reflection for the first time since the transformation. She saw a lonely figure, surrounded by a terrifying aura of heat. She saw the fear in her own eyes. The fire that was supposed to set her free had caged her more completely than her tail ever had. She desperately wished she could feel the cool sand between her toes, feel the gentle caress of the current without turning it to steam. She wished she could sing. Coralia learned the hardest lesson in the loneliest depths of the sea. Sometimes, the things we wish for most fervently are the very things that can undo us. The desire for something different, for something more, had burned away everything that truly mattered: her home, her friends, her voice, her connection to the world she belonged to. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it, and the price might be your own happiness. The mermaid with feet of fire became a legend, a whispered warning to any who dared to want what was not meant to be. A solitary, silent light forever wandering the ocean floor.